Cool. I think it's 12:15. Right. We should begin.
Yeah, we can start.
Cool. Welcome everyone to the how to RTO proof your D2C brand webinar. Hosted by Shopflo and ClickPost. We'll start with a quick round of introduction from me and Mohit, and then we'll dive deep into what is the agenda for today. So, hello everyone. I'm Siddhant. I work as a product manager at Shopflo. I look at all things product at Shopflo, and Shopflow is basically a conversion optimization tool for D2C brands. We primarily started with checkout. We also have a cart product, and we also have an identification product called Shoppass. So yeah, Shopflow is basically solving for the conversions problem in D2C space. On to you, Mohit.
Thanks, Siddharth. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. I am Mohit. I work at ClickPost as an entrepreneur in residence. So I basically started the order editing product at ClickPost and have been building along for more than an year almost, right? And we recently started working with the Shopflow on it as well. More about that later. But about ClickPost works with almost 500 brands like Nykaa and Misho and Minimalist, all these brands, famous My News D2C brands. And we basically help improve their post-purchase journey, starting from logistics, tracking, and the whole experience after it. So that's where ClickPost plays a role and definitely help reduce the RTO for D2C brands out there.
Great. So I think since most of us are waiting for the elephant in the room, which is RTO, so let's quickly address that as the first question. And we want to keep this webinar interactive, and that's where Mohit and I decided let's not do the traditional PPT way, right? Because it's just us both talking for like 15-20 minutes, and then you guys just grasping it. So we want to keep it very interactive, and that's where we thought of doing a audience poll first to understand how you guys are thinking about RTO. What is your numbers on RTO? All right. So basically, what you guys can do, people who have joined from laptop, you can just scan this QR code using your mobile phones, and it'll open a link where you can answer the question which is on the screen. For people who have joined from mobile or want to access through the desktop itself, you can just go to slido.com and you can enter this code and you can enter this particular audience poll, right? So we'll just wait for 1 minute so that everybody, just signs up for this and everybody's ready to answer. The first question which we want to address is today, what is the RTO percentage for your brand? Right? And I think we'll get a variety of answers here because again, it is a very category specific number as well. Some people have it single digit, some people have it double digit. But we just want to understand like where you guys are coming from in terms of what RTO percentage you're looking at today and how big of a pain point that is. We'll dive deeper into that in the future slides. Great. So we have somebody with 56%, we have somebody with 2%. Interesting.
I'm sharing the link in the chat as well, if someone wants to access it. I've also seen it.
8% looks like a popular number. Right.
Arun, we'll have the questions at the end. If you have something specific, you can write down in the chat, but we have a Q&A segment.
Great. So we can see some people with really low percentage of 2% as well. But I think majority of the things which you can see is between 10 to 15%, or around 10 to 20% is a maximum range which we can see. Interesting. Cool. So again, while you're seeing this number, I think what everybody is understanding is also that these many amount of orders as well as this much amount of revenue is what we are kind of losing, not losing directly, but it's kind of something which we don't want to get RTO'd, right? No brand would want RTOs. Obviously, it cannot be zero again, but the minimum it is, the better it is. And again, I think we have a wide variety of categories here, right? So for some categories, RTO might be really high given the nature of the product and the industry as well. But very interesting to see that if you think of an average number, most of the brands face an RTO percentage north of 10% or north of 15%. So that's one insight which we are getting, again, crowdsourcing that insight itself. So Cool. So now that we are aware, ki, okay, RTO is, let's say, 10 to 15% of your, monthly GMV. The next question is something which we want to understand, that given you're facing like 10, 15, 20, some people are facing 50% of RTO also. What is the most unexpected RTO reason which I've encountered so far? Given most of us are, here are running brands since a couple of years, and some of you might be also D2C founders, who are trying to deep dive into RTO as a problem statement and the reasons of why people are doing RTO, right? So if you guys can just quickly type certain reasons which you've noticed, which are, very unexpected reasons of RTO according to you. Oh, wow. Very interesting responses.
Change my mind is pretty big. I have also done that, to be honest.
Yeah,
Marking as RTO without contacting the customer.
interesting. I think we can see some interesting reasons not needed
Heavy,
anymore.
heavy rain in summer.
Yeah, I think climate change is also one contributor to RTO, is what we can see.
Yeah. Fake remarks,
Interesting. I
fake
think I see
traffic.
a lot of responses around delivery, consignee not available,
Yeah.
customer refusing to accept. Very interesting. So if you can like see, there is some pattern here, right? Some of these are related to customers, right? Or the customer is saying, I don't want this product, or I'm not available at my address and whatever. I can also see a bit of responses around courier partners being a problem in some cases, right? Where the courier partner is not calling the customer, or the NDR is a false report, is what I've also seen. And there are some external factors also, like heavy rain in summer is one of the interesting reasons,
Yeah.
right? Got it. Interesting. And I think there is
And
a small segment about fake orders as well.
yep, I totally agree with that. I have also seen that in customer data.
Right, right. Very interesting. But I think consignee unavailable is a kind of a big reason I can see, and not needed anymore.
Yeah.
So two signals I can see is, one is impulse purchase behavior, right? So I think that is something which is across D2C, given most of the audiences coming to the D2C websites is from, let's say, Meta ads or
Correct.
Google ads, right? So I think impulse buying is one of the trends which is very common.
Yeah. I think Arun posed a good question, like what percent of RTO is COD based? In my experience, I think 90% is COD, the RTOs which occur. 90 to 95% are CODs.
Right. And I think even if you correlate with the reasons, right, consignee not
Mm.
available or not needed anymore, that's
Mm.
like if it's a prepaid order, probably the consignee would want that order given the payment is already done.
Correct.
And even if it not needed anymore, won't be the case, because in Indian market, obviously, if I've paid for something, I want that thing now. So
Yeah.
I think COD is the major contributor for such
Yeah.
kind of reasons, at least. Oh, I can see vehicle breakdown also. That's an interesting reason. Great, great. Cool. I think we have one more question in the chat.
No, just yes, you can maybe type in your question. We'll have a proper Q&A at the end. But if it is something
Actually, it
related to
wasn't a
this,
question. It was related to this conversation that you're having. I was unable to type out a long thing. So right now, I noticed something that most customers have this automated call feature on, where you have to state your name and reason for calling the customer. And most delivery partners do not know that they have to state their name and the reason for calling. And they keep saying hello, hello, hello. And that's how they are now marking the couriers as customer not available. So just wanted to share this insight as well.
got it.
Great.
Interesting.
I think that's a very good nuance, right? Given like the world is racing towards AI calling and whatnot. I think the nuance of this, thanks Yash for highlighting that. But yeah, I think that was a good learning for us. Cool. I think given now we have the like most of the reasons listed here, we can see that there are obviously some reasons which are very customer related, right? Where the customer
Mm.
intent is not there, impulse buying is there. And then there is obviously certain things which are operations related, where the delivery was unsuccessful, and that's what the non-delivery report comes into picture. Right. So I think, uh, Mohit, what do you think about these reasons? Like, what are your thoughts on, let's say, the ops part of it, given ClickPost is one player there?
So I truly believe that some behavior you can't change, right? That impulse and like people changing their mind, you can't absolutely change that. But what you can definitely do is that keep them updated, right? Like they should know. So what happened with my wife recently is that she ordered something and she forgot about it, right? And it came like a few days later, and like then she was like she had to think again, right, what she had ordered and all of those things. So because people order so much and like so many things are happening, right, keeping updated and like people uh, being aware that their order is out for delivery or this that they have ordered this, and that engagement, right, differentiates between just a online store and a brand, right? Because that, I think, like changes your perspective. So I truly believe that it's important to establish as a brand.
Agreed, agreed. I think one thing which we can see here is RTO is a very multivariable problem. There are so many
Yeah,
contributors to RTO. So that's I probably that also makes the problem very interesting to solve for. And that's the agenda for today, which we're going to discuss as well. Right. So let's
correct.
move on to the next important question. Right. What exactly has worked for you guys to reduce RTOs today? Right. So I'm sure most of the people who have RTOs more than 10% or a double-digit RTO percentage have tried multiple ways to reduce RTO.
Mm.
It can be with your checkout partner, it can be with your delivery partner. As Yash mentioned, people are doing automated callings for RTO. So what exactly, based on you guys doing multiple activities, what has helped you kind of reduce RTO in general?
Hello, can I
Will-
speak?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, hi, I'm Deepa Kapoor, the founder of D2C. Just integrated Shopflo a few months back, and I can see a crazy amount of reduction in RTO, especially with the fake orders. Since I'm completely new to this e-commerce business, Shopflo platform has really helped me in reducing the fake orders completely, actually. One thing was login के लिए जो आप mandatory लगा रहे हो email का, customers are putting up fake email, because of which we are not able to do the listen, email marketing में problem हो रहा है. That's one issue. Other than that,
Got
everything is fine.
Got it, got it. Interesting to see Shopflo is adding value, to reduce RTOs. I think the email problem which you mentioned is a fair problem. That's where I think one arena is there of fake orders, right? How do we tackle fake orders? I think we'll dive that in like 2 minutes into the conversation more, right? Once we are done with, compiling reasons. But yeah, we'll highlight how we are handling fake orders also in this conversation. Thank you so much for sharing that. Cool. Okay, I think we have a lot of strategies here already in the crowd. So I think most of us are already subject matter experts on RTO. I can see that. Very interesting. I think shorter tat is one of the great insight here, that if you have a smaller delivery time, the RTO percentage reduces. And I think we have seen correlation there in terms of data as well, right? And I think Mohit can also highlight there more. The delivery time of the order is one of the top three reasons when it comes to a person doing an RTO. Given D2C is a channel where it's a more distributed supply chain, there I think that's why the delivery rate is higher. And this is very more relevant in today's time because of the quick commerce boom, right? At least in tier 1, tier 2 cities, the 10-minute delivery has become an expectation now because all of the quick commerce players. And that's where TAD becomes an important factor of how people think about their purchase as well. So yeah, I think this is one interesting point here.
Agreed. I
Blocking
think all
COD, yeah. Yeah, Mohit.
all big brands are moving to same day or next day delivery, right? And like I
Right,
think it will become a norm soon enough.
right, true. I think you can see a lot of responses around block COD, which is I think the no-brainer feature which products like Shopflo and checkout partners obsess on. Ki how can we, and what Desi Kudi recently also kind of highlighted, that it's basically the intelligence which we can provide as to who will do an RTO and can I block COD for that person. So that is again blocking pin code level, COD level is some reasons we can see. Verification is one interesting part. Mohit, you want to kind of put your insights there, go on what ClickPost has already been brainstorming here.
Yeah, so we have an AI agent also, right, for order confirmation and verification. So we have seen like usually people were till now doing manual calling over there. So we recently came out with Path, right? Like it's been almost a year where an AI does these calling and it has a very high success rate. It's scalable, it's affordable, and people don't mind just saying yes or no to the agent, and it can handle the cases after that as well. So like Sharad here is here also from MyMuse. He can also speak about it later. But yeah, we have seen that help a bit as well, a lot.
Interesting. I think split COD again, it's something which is the most powerful feature we have also seen, right? Partial COD as a concept started roughly 2 years ago, and like all the checkout partners, Shopflo was one of the first to also enable that. So I think we have seen brands who have started doing partial COD have seen significant drop in the COD share in general. And as soon as your COD share decreases, your RTO decreases, right? So because that's a
Yeah.
direct correlation there. So I think that's one interesting way to look at RTO as a problem. Can I reduce my COD share in general? But that comes to the next part of the question that there are two parts I feel to the RTO problem, right? One is can I solve RTO before the order is placed, right? And that's where the pre-purchase part comes into picture. And can I also solve the RTO problem after an order is placed? That is the post-purchase part of the funnel, right? And that's the one of the themes of this webinar also. If you can see, Shopflo is a pre-purchase player where Shopflo is trying to solve all the problems for a D2C brand which are before order placement, right? And ClickPost is one of the leading players in shipping and delivery, where it's a post-purchase player. And what we believe is the post-purchase talking with the pre-purchase is what is going to bring value to reducing RTO, right? And that's where I think we'll cover quickly what measures you can take pre-purchase, what measures you can take post-purchase, right? But I'll just quickly sweep through this. And I think another reason which is interesting is customer related problems, right? Impulse buying, communicating with customers. I can see a lot of that. So cool. I think we have a lot of kind of measures to control RTO. Now let's kind of structure them in two parts, I think, right? And that's where I'll spend some time talking about the pre-purchase problem, where how can you avoid RTO prone customers from placing orders. And I think the no-brainer there has been blocking COD, right? So I'll just quickly show you on the Shopflo dashboard as well. People in the audience, I can see some of the Shopflo customers already. So we have this automations feature where you can, simply start blocking COD for high-risk customers, for example, right? Or you can basically block people based on a particular segment, based on a particular UTM. You can also limit the order rate key. Okay, I just want one COD order in 5 days per customer or 10 days per customer. So these kind of controls are what pre-purchase controls you can do to reduce RTO, and that's where you try to avoid fraudulent people first to place COD orders, right? Or fraudulent emails or phone numbers to place COD orders. You also avoid people based on the Shopflo network intelligence. You're also able to identify who are high-risk customers. But I think this is a very well-known thing which is already there. Coming to the more nuanced part of it, when a lot of people, I think, also highlight about the TAT of delivery, right? And the estimated time of delivery. So I think there, we have partnered with ClickPost. And I think when it comes to, if you think of the purchase decision a shopper is making on your website, right? There are certain key components to it, right? And trust is one of the top three factors when a particular person is deciding to place an order on the D2C website. Primarily because 60% of the users who are visiting your website are coming from Meta ads, are coming from Google ads, and are first-time shoppers, right? So for them, trust becomes a major factor to kind of make that purchase. Is it COD or is it prepaid? Doesn't matter. But first, to make the purchase, trust is an important factor, and that's where I think the estimated time of delivery is something which we have partnered with ClickPost, where we are able to show the exact date of delivery by fetching it from ClickPost. Now, some bigger brands might have multiple warehouses, so we also have a multiple warehouse resolution of estimated time of delivery when it comes to, and that is shown on the checkout as an accurate thing. So I think these are the things primarily we are doing in pre-purchase where same day delivery, how do we enable same day delivery for certain people so that even if it is an impulse purchase, let's say today morning I thought of buying it, and if I'm getting the product by evening, I won't change my decision of not needed in most cases. So I think that is one thing which we're working with ClickPost. But yeah, over to you, Mohit, on how can you solve RTO post purchase as well.
Can I have a quick question here, please?
Yeah, Vivas.
My concern is, you are saying, do you have an integration with ShipRocket to show EDD, that is estimated date of delivery? ClickPost, I agree, is you put it that they are one of the giants, but ShipRocket is also there, right?
Right. So yeah, Shopflo has integrations with ShipRocket as well.
We can show an estimated date of delivery to the customer, right?
Right. Yeah.
Right. And secondly, I'll make this very quick. Usually, what I have observed is, I'm managing a few D2C brand. What happens is, for instance, Vivas is a customer, and my return rate with Snitch is very less, but my return rate with some other brand is more. Your network, your AI, your analysis says you flag me and don't show me a COD because your system says ki bhai Vivas is not a genuine customer. The loyalty of the customer really varies from brand to brand, no? So that's very dynamic. I think this should be on the map of Shopflo to understand the customer behavior with the brand, right? Maybe not a specific brand, but the category of the brand. For instance, if my returns with menswear is very less, but my returns with wear is more. So adapt it in a certain way. कि usually this is what I've identified कि आप तो COD block ही कर देते हो, but I'm a genuine customer to Snitch, and I'm not a genuine customer to other brand. मैंने Snitch में कभी return नहीं मारा. You get what I'm saying? So this.
Yeah. No, I think fair point. I think the intelligence is something which obviously will improve over time for all these products. But I think it's a sweet spot because even if you aggressively block COD, your conversions might dip, right? So how does a brand find that sweet spot? Okay, this is how much I can block so that my conversions don't take a hit and I reduce my RTO, and then at the end of the day, my PNL stays healthy. So I think fair point. But yeah, I think we'll like to take questions towards the end of the thing because we have a dedicated time for all of this brainstorming. So we can just quickly touch upon this with us towards the once we wrap up few things. Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, Dan. So I only have two hacks, right, which can help reduce RTO significantly, right? One is the communication part after the order has been placed, right? As I also mentioned previously, it's very critical and people forget or people are not aware when their order is about to get delivered, right? So we have this journeys, right? I'll just quickly scroll through, where basis the timelines, the uh, checkpoints at the stage of delivery, or if the customer is not there, right? We confirm as soon as the order is out for delivery that if the customer is there, then we pass on that instantly to the courier partner, right, via our APIs. So there's no delay, right? So if the customer reattempts it for a later time at the day, right, we pass on that information to the customer, because as there were a lot of reasons that the customer is unavailable, right, or customer is not there, right? So those problems contribute, I think, around 10 to 20% of failed deliveries and can be solved very easily, right? And just via right communications, right? Second hack, which is surprising, right, is targeting those fake orders and orders that don't get a lot of like low intent orders, is order cancellation, right? So we give this small window for brands to for customers to cancel their order after the purchase has been made, right? For example, this brand, you can see it's around 2 hours. It can be reduced to like 30 minutes, right? For one of the brands, Asaya, we have this cancellation window, editing window for 30 minutes, and they saw a drop of 25% in their RTOs, right? Because the fake orders or customers with low intent, like, you have this opportunity to just cancel their order. It is a little counterintuitive because as a business owner, you bring those customers, you spend money on Meta, right? And like, you don't want them to cancel, right? But I've seen that it works, right? Because it reduces that 1 to 2% of your fake orders, right? And that drastically reduces your RTOs, right? So that 2-3% bottom line improvement is something that is pure profit, right? And you're just wasting 150 like some rupees on those failed deliveries, and sometimes like your inventory gets affected because of this. So rather than serving these customers with low intent, we can focus on customers with high intent and like improve their experience. So this has been my experience in the last 1 year, what we built, and it has significantly improved the RTO for a lot of brands.
Very interesting. And I think, yeah, it's very counterintuitive that you're allowing the customer to cancel,
Yeah,
right? And because we are spending so much money on ads to, kind of make that person purchase, and now you just give cancellation one click away. But eventually it's actually helping my P&L, because I am probably
correct.
that order was not kind of a boon to me, but a bane, because it was going to get returned anyways. So yeah, very, very interesting insight, Mohit. Cool. I think so. We have couple of people here in the chat as well. So I think we have Laya, who is the founder of Mrida Jewelry. Uh, Laya, are you there? So I just had one question, couple of questions for you, Laya. Hi, how are
Yeah,
you?
hi. I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So yeah, I think just quick introduction about Laya. So Laya is the founder of Mrida Jewelry, right? And she's been doing amazing growth for a brand, in the last couple of years working with Shopflo. So Laya, just wanted to understand basically how, like, do you think about RTO when it comes to a founder, right? Because you are the one who is also reviewing the P&L every quarter, every month. So what is your take on how do you see RTO as a problem for a brand?
Yeah. So, of course, like RTO, I think is a big pain for any founder over here, and everybody will agree to it. So, before we integrated with Shopflo, I think we had approximately 30% RTOs in RTOs, and our numbers in the month of December and Jan have been 1.4% and 1.6% of RTOs, which is like phenomenal from 30% in the previous year. So, the reasons I can say are like some, I'd say like three ways. One is before before placing an order, what will the customer do? After placing an order, what the brand is doing, and before delivering the product, what else can we do? So these are the 3 points that we've identified, and fixing every point has helped us get these numbers down. So the first thing is incentivize the prepaid orders. That's the most important thing. So our COD orders have reduced from like say approximately 30 to 40%. Not exact numbers, I don't remember, but they've come down to 10% in general. So the COD orders themselves have fallen a lot. And second, because there's an OTP verification, which is mandatory before they place an order, a lot of fake orders have gone down. And we've also identified that orders below 500 are generally more bound to come back to our RTOs. So we have stopped CODs for orders below 500. And that actually made a huge impact. From 20%, we had an immediate drop to 5% with that. So that was another thing. So these are a few things that we did before the customer placed an order. And after they placed, of course, the high risk assessment of the order, calling them and checking why they're not taking, all of that has really helped. So a couple of orders we cancel, like say 1 or 2 orders in a month, we cancel before we ship them out, because most of the customers say they want. Third thing or interesting thing that we found is the customers somehow end up missing applying the offer, the ad. So if there is a good bundling offer or a discount offer that is there in the ad and they forget to apply, they tend to reject it on RTO a lot more. So if we apply it from our end by calling them and saying, you haven't applied this, so we are doing this for you, all those people end up taking the order. So that's really interesting for us. And yeah, the other thing I think everybody has mentioned, like split COD, where there is some amount of money that's paid by the customer, so there's more ownership. Those things have helped us. I think finally, the last one I'd say is in most of the cases, the delivery partner, after we ship the order, in certain states, certain delivery partners do not deliver COD orders. So we were surprised to see in a state, one courier partner is really bad, but in another state, that courier partner is best for COD. So if you identify that for your brand, then it's very easy to say, I'm not going to use this deliver partner for this state. And that again decreased it further. And the last one is, yeah, fake attempts. The partners really do not attempt. The customers who ordered 6 times from us on COD say that, they are saying we're not available, we are available. So making sure you escalate every time you get a complaint, it genuinely helps. So that way, I think we could reduce the numbers from 30 to 1%. So I would say it's a multi-point issue.
Great, great. Thanks, Leah, for the very hands-on, kind of insight there as to what has worked. I think one very interesting point you mentioned is offers. If you kind of edit the order and you show that, okay, now the order is with a discount, the customer is now ready to not do an RTO and accept the order. So I think that's a very, very nuanced insight where like most of the people talk about penalizing customers for by blocking COD or verification of COD. But these actual on-ground kind of learnings actually come from the experience. So thank you so much, Leah, for sharing that. On to you, Mohit. I think we have one more discussion which Mohit will carry. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Nand. So I think Sharath from MyMuse is here, right?
Hey,
Sharath,
Mohit. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me here.
Okay, Sharath. So MyMuse is a leading intimacy brand, right? And because of the nature of the products, it has different problems as a brand itself, right? So Sharath takes care of operations there. So Sharath, I have two specific questions for you, right? One that I would like to start with is what has helped you the most in reducing RTO? Something that has worked for you in the
Yeah,
last.
so like as you started like with the conversation of communication. So for me, like communication, speed, and technology, these are the three factors which led us to reduce the RTOs, because like as we are talking about mostly about the COD thing. So when we started this brand, at that point of time, we were like 95% prepaid orders and 5% in COD numbers. And when we gradually took the brand ahead, then came us like the COD orders started becoming like more and more. So now currently we are at 15% of COD chunk and 85% of the prepaid chunk. So like in COD is like yeah, we try to like restrict the customers by before the order is placed, it shows that this amount is being charged as a COD charge, like 150 rupees. Then we restricted like order value also, like at a certain amount, like about 10,000, customer cannot place COD order. Then we had restricted multiple pin codes also. Then like we after the brand gradually grew, we saw that like restricting the pin codes or restricting the cart value and everything, it was like as you said, like the brand which we are dealing in, the product which we are dealing in, many customers are not actually ready to pay like in prepaid. Some cases like they don't want to show in their statement or in any of the things.
Yeah.
This is a completely discrete thing. So what we did is we did a complete deep dive analysis and all. We thought like, what if we open all the pin codes? So we opened all the pin codes and like, yeah, but while opening up the pin code, we wanted to see that like there should be some checkpoints so that right customers are being served.
Correct.
And that point of time, we started like we had like our two of the customer support executives. They were calling the customers to know the intent, whether the COD has to be shipped or not, they really need it or not. And we were incentivizing to convert them into prepaid orders and everything. So later on, like we started using this ClickPost like AI agent. Now the completely AI agent is almost doing like 70% of the order confirmation for us.
Nice.
30% wherever like the customers like we feel that yeah, address has to be updated or something is missing in that. So we call up the customer to re-verify, as I can say. Then like the NDR journey, like we were doing the NDR journey for like twice in a day. And so for that also we took help from ClickPost, the NDR Path agent. We were like one of the first brand to use the Path agent. And while using Path agent, we got an idea like why not we can implement this onto COD path also. So it helped us in a major way to enable this technology with the entire analysis what we had done with our orders and everything to curb the CODs down and like improve everything. Then few months ago we started using Shopflo also. Like daily we get around 20-30 orders, like wherein customer wants to change the address, customer want to update the address. So it was it was a like our query was increasing a bit in this scenario. So like Shopflow helped us to capture the predefined address wherever the customer has got the orders delivered earlier. In those cases, like customers can really just select that address and go out for checkout. Then but due to this some faster checkout, yeah, but those queries reduce. But like still we are getting 8 to 10 orders wherein after placing the order, customer wants to change the address or edit the order and everything. Then came a part wherein we again started exploring how it can be done. Then we explored with Shopflow, we came to know that yeah, ClickPost is building something like that. Then we checked multiple softwares and everything. So yeah, we have not completely started using that. We took a demo and everything. So we are pretty sure that after using that, these queries also will come down, and yeah, the reason for RTOs will automatically reduce. So if I want to pull on the biggest lever, it would be the speed. And communication and technology are critical, but yeah, they are the enablers to that, because communication reinforces the intent of the customer, and technology it scales both speed and communication at the same time.
Correct, correct. Thank you so much, Sharat. I think the address bit that you raised has been a frequent problem, right? Because of checkout partners like Shopflow, sorry, the address gets pre-filled, right? And it's majority of the times correct. But what we found that people are not able to change their address after it has been placed, right?
Yeah.
So as you were talking about the order editing, so this I think is helping brands a lot, right? It's a very simple hack, right? Nothing complicated, can set up in a day, right? Where you again give your customers an option that they're used to in Amazon, right? Where they want to update their order, cancel their order. They can just change the contact information or shipping address, right? Because what happens in checkout partners are there 2-3 addresses, right? So it has happened with me, right? My parents' address is also there, and my Bangalore address is also there. And by mistake, it gets ordered in the wrong address, right? And I do realize it within a few minutes, but I'm not able to change it. And calling up a brand is something that I am very lazy and I avoid also, right? And it takes time. So this functionality we have seen is that this gives everyone a very easy opportunity to update their address. No tickets has to be raised, and a great experience, which ultimately reduces your RTO, right? And as Laya also mentioned, that if the customers want to apply a discount code, right? So in this example, the brand has not switched it on, but we can allow customers to apply a discount code. So it need not reach that stage where it is about to get RTO, or you even have to call, right? It is all self-serve, comes on the thank you page, right? Just after you have made a checkout, and can be also accessed through your WhatsApp messages, right? So what Recode Studio has done, I'll quickly show you. So they have this message that they send just after placing an order, where they give 2 hours where the customer can view or just edit their order, right? And they the customer experience has improved, and they have seen significant improvement in RTO. So we and this required Shopflow and ClickPost working together, and looks easy, but integrating everything that all the orders are managed properly took us a few months of time to build this, right? So we have this 20 customers live on 20 customers, and we are opening up for 20 more to waitlist.
Great, great. I think very important to understand also that given the entire D2C market in India is very growth focused, like we as an Indian market, we stand as a very acquisition heavy market, right? So I think it makes sense that if you want to grow aggressively, ops scaling will always be expensive, because if you want to involve people in confirmation, editing, and whatnot. So what we believe at Shopflo and ClickPost, I think combined, is that the product should be able to serve the customer on itself without the brand investing human effort to verify the order or edit the order. So I think the entire thesis behind this is that can the product allow the customer to edit the order post kind of, order placement? Thanks, Mohit, for that demo. Wonderful.
Yeah. Thank
So,
you, Sharad, for
hello,
explaining.
yeah. So, Mohit, one more thing to add, as Leia already mentioned about the courier partners. So, like we had done a deep dive into this earlier when we started the brand, and we were looking at, like, we are based out of in Mumbai. So Mumbai becomes an A zone for us, but the delivery percentage for A zone was hovering around like below 80%. That was like 75 to 80%. So we were like the best zone, the city zone for us was giving us less delivery percentage. So we tried partnering with a local courier partner, and that's completely changed the entire ballpark figure for us. Like it scaled up to like 98% of delivery. Then similar thing we did, like we tied up with Zippy, which is a dark store in like metro cities like Delhi, Bangalore, and even for Mumbai also. And we saw that like the COD percentage or delivery percentage was like about 95%. So like the speed of delivery, the one day, and as now QuickCom is there, so customers are really impatient once they just place an order. Like they are like, oh, I want it in 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So like, yeah, communication plays an important role. Like for us, like as being a special brand with products which are not readily available in the market, for us, like, yeah, customers are ready to wait. But still, I think for entire D2C thing, wherein the competition is very high in terms of product available in multiple locations, and so there, like, speed matters a lot. And also like there are like many cities have gated societies. So wherever the courier partners have like a stringent delivery timeline, they do not wait for like signing off the register and getting into gated societies. They simply mark customers unavailable, and that's one of the RTO reasons. Like we have seen in major cities, we think that, low, this is a big city, why these orders are not. And
Absolutely.
this especially happens in COD orders, because prepaid orders, courier partners are like, they have to deliver it. They are like held accountable. But COD orders, the delivery courier partners are not held much accountable in such
Yeah,
scenario.
they take it lightly, I feel.
Yeah, so like at courier level also, as a brand, like we have to do
100%.
analysis, and we should allocate multiple courier partners, so that at pin code level, at city level, we get to know like what exactly is the performance.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you so much, Sharat. It was very helpful, right? You gave lots of wisdom nuggets which will help like people, everyone here, to reduce RTO, improve the customer experience and everything. I hope it has been very helpful. I'm just sharing a link for the auditing product waitlist, right? We have 20 customers. The next batch we are signing up. So if you found it interesting and it can help you reduce your RTO, you can just uh, it's separate from ClickPost, right? You don't need to integrate the rest of the ClickPost ecosystem. Just this product can work on any Shopify store, and we have deep integrations with Shopflo. In fact, it's the first checkout partner. It's the only checkout partner in India to give this functionality, right? You don't get it anywhere else. So I think that's on it, right? Siddhant, anything else you have to say? Otherwise, we can start with questions.
I think we can start with questions. I think Vijendra, you can. Yeah, go ahead.
Just before everybody begins, we'll extend by 15 minutes and wrap up questions at 1:15. Anything else after that, we are happy to get in touch over email. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah,
So I think, yeah.
Let's start with Vijendra then.
Yeah.
Hello, hi Mohit.
Hey, Vijendra.
Hi, Vijendra this side from Asai Cookwares, as
Mhm.
working as a operation side. Actually, I just want to ask about the ClickPost and how the Zippy dark stores are working and all. Could you please help me?
How the Shippy? I didn't get that.
Zippy dark stores.
So
No,
I wouldn't be the, yeah.
Sarath has already said something about this, but I just want to confirm: is this reliable or not?
Yeah, so Mohit, Vijendra is asking about the Zippy dark store, which I had mentioned in the conversation.
Yeah. You can take up the question.
Yeah. So it's really reliable. We had been working with them. So they have multiple centers. You have to just like you do it for Blinkit, Zepto, or any of the Quickcom, or like Amazon FBA. You have to send the like your inventory to their dark store, and once the order hits your system, they will be shipping it out, and you will be able to see the inventory and the dispatch status, everything on their portal itself.
Okay, and one more thing, one more question for the Mohit.
Yeah.
ये जो आपने भी मुझे थोड़ी देर पहले बोला मींस कन्वर्सेशन में कि आप लोग 2 घंटे तक टाइम देते हो एड्रेस चेंज करने का, वो कैसे पॉसिबल है? मैं आपका शॉपफ्लो यूज करता हूँ तो बट मेरे को ऐसा कोई फंक्शनैलिटी दिखी नहीं।
तो ये अभी हमने एक्चुअली पब्लिक नहीं किया है. दिस वी हैव जस्ट लॉन्च्ड, राइट, एंड दिस इज इन प्राइवेट beta for 20 customers, and if you want this functionality, I have just listed a form, right? You can fill that form and we'll get in touch with you and enable it for you.
Okay.
So it'll soon be public, like I think in a few weeks, but till then we can work with you.
Right. So Vijendra, you click on the
मेरा
shop.
एक्चुअली मैं जस्ट एक चीज पूछना चाह रहा हूँ। मेरा ऑलरेडी 2% RTO है और मेरा 3 महीने लास्ट ब्रांड स्टार्ट किया हुआ है और अभी ऑर्डर भी अच्छे खासे आ रहे हैं, 40-50 ऑर्डर्स पर डे आ रहे हैं। बट अभी जो 2% में मुझे उसको 1% और लेस देन 1% करना है, सो प्लीज हेल्प मी देयर।
Definitely, Vijendra. We'll try everything we can.
Yeah,
Okay.
first of all, like congrats for achieving a 2% RTO. I think most of the brands struggle with that percentage. So yeah, actually that's a great achievement. But now it's like the challenge कि 95% score कर लिया मैंने, अब 99 कैसे score करूँ exam में? That's the challenging part of it. So yeah, but I think happy to collaborate there, Vijendra. We can take this offline and see
Thank you
what
so
are the
much.
reasons of RTO. Yeah,
Okay.
cool. I think Pooja, you can go next.
Good afternoon, everyone. So we are currently using ClickPost. However, the demo which you showed for Shopflo, and I just heard that it is still in pipeline. So I was more keen on knowing more about that. Will you be sharing the meeting, like the recording of this meeting, what we just did? Because I would like to share it with my management. So will you be able to share it with us?
Yeah, I think we can do that.
Yes, we'll do that for sure.
Okay. So I would like to have the meeting link, what we just the demo and all, what you just shared with us, and anything with regards to Shopflo, more in details, if you can share that also, that will be very helpful to us.
For sure.
Okay,
If you have
thanks.
any specific question about the product that we showed, you can ask right now. Otherwise, we'll share the meeting link, and obviously you can get in touch with us over email.
Also, I think you can fill the form which Mohit has
As
shared
of
in the
now,
chat.
we are already using ClickPost. We just need the recording as well as more we want to know about Shopflo.
Got it. Just fill the form and we'll get in touch with you.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, thanks.
Any other questions? Anything that you would want to discuss?
Meanwhile, I'll just pick one question from the chat. I think Mahima has asked, do you integrate with EasyCom plus warehouse for accurate ET range? Like, do you have to integrate with EasyCom? So, WhereIQ, okay. So currently we have the integration. If you are using multiple warehouses, we have the integration with ClickPost and EasyCom only, right? If you have a single warehouse, then we have it with multiple shipping partners. So if you're using any one of the shipping partners which are partnered with Shopflo, you can show the ETD if it is a single warehouse.
Understood. Actually, we had, I think, WhereIQ also had a predictor kind of a thing earlier. So when we used that, our conversion rate went down. So I'm just like, is there a guarantee of some sort that actually this prediction helps in improving things?
Right. So this is going to be like a accurate thing which is coming from the warehouse partner and let's say the shipping partner, for example, ClickPost, right? So how it is computed is basically what is the kind of TAD between two pin codes, like where is your warehouse and where is the delivery which is going to happen. And in real time, it just makes a quick check what is the estimated time which will take from shipping from that warehouse to that particular delivery pin code using a particular pin code, using a particular delivery partner. So that's how it works. We haven't seen conversions go down as of now in our case at least. But yeah, you can give it a try and we can monitor that.
Sure. And only this part of ClickPost can also be purchased, no? Like we don't have to purchase the entire suite.
Yeah, everything is modular, right? So whatever you need, you can just start using that.
All right, thank you.
Cool.
I
I think
think we have
Rashmi,
a question.
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. Sit down.
Yeah, just wanted to know how does this expected date of delivery calculated? Does it check the inventory at each of these warehouse? What if we don't have some inventory in one warehouse and the other one has? That's question one. Question two is now if we are using multiple delivery partners, most of the D2C today will be using aggregators. So how do you calculate the delivery time? There could be chances that few delivery partner delivers it in 3 days, somebody else is delivering it at 4 days. So how do you calculate that?
Yeah, great questions, Rashmi. So I'll quickly answer the first one, right? If you have a multi-warehouse setup and if it is with easy ecom currently, then basically what we do is in real time, let's say your order has 3 items, right? A, B, C. Every item we check which warehouse is it available to, right? Where is the quantity available, right? And then the ClickPost comes into picture where it also checks key what is the closest warehouse possible to the delivery pin code, right? So that there is a heavy optimization which is going on in terms of which warehouses this product is available, right? And second optimization is basically ClickPost checking from each warehouse what is the minimum TAT which is there, which warehouse will give me the minimum TAT, and that is how we compute the minimum days of delivery for the all the 3 products combined, right? And that's how that response is then shown on the checkout as a real-time ETD. So that's how it basically works. We can dive deeper into it once you like. What you can do is we're using Shopflo and ClickPost. You can just install that app on the Shopflo app store, and there's a like explainer video as well there which you can go through. But I hope it answers the question on a high level.
Yeah, just another, while you were saying as in post order, is it post order or is it pre-order? Like, let's say if a customer wants to know while browsing the page and wants to know what time this product might reach me, even before placing the order, because that becomes a decision maker also sometimes. So, is it post order or pre-order?
It's pre-order, right? All of this what I'm talking is pre-order. Post-order also on the thank you page, we show it powered by ClickPost again, right? So we kind of show the estimated time of delivery, but it's basically whatever we are showing, whatever is predicted pre-order, that is what immediately is shown on as post-order until the actual delivery process starts, right? So you can show it pre-order as well as post-order both.
Okay, thanks.
Cool. Hamsa, you can go next.
Hi guys, good afternoon everyone. So I'm talking behalf of Hamsa. So just wanted to know that we had filled in this form whatever you have shared on the chat. So you guys will get back to us on this to understand how that works before even we go live on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
We'll schedule a call, we'll explain it to you, and like we'll get in touch with you. Then we can take it live. If it
we are already
works for you.
associated with ClickPost, so just wanted to understand. So if you can just get back to us, so we are more interested in that editing product and thank you page, which will help us in reducing the RTO. So yeah,
For sure. Otherwise, if you have a ClickPost POC also, you can like just let them know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if you fill the form, like we'll get in touch with you.
Sure. Thank you.
Now, in the interest of time, we'll take 2 more questions, one from Deepak, then Prajwal, and then probably Siddhant. We can look at the questions in the chat. And after that,
Sure.
you all can write to me. Just excuse me that after Deepak and Prajwal, I'll mute the participants, right? Let's go ahead. Deepak, you can begin.
Hello, sir. Actually, I want to know about the feature of like ClickPost ki jo like order edit after placing an order. So we can customize these things like जैसे particular pin codes पे I want this like कि particular pin codes पे मेरे को ये टाइम फ्रेम लगाना है लाइक ऑर्डर प्लेस होने के बाद की पर्टिकुलर स्पेसिफिक टाइम फ्रेम भी स्पेसिफिक कस्टमाइज बेस्ड लाइक 30 मिनट्स या 20 मिनट्स ऑन स्पेसिफिक पिन कोड्स तो इज दिस पॉसिबल?
Not as of now. Like you can, we have tag based restrictions are there. So, for example, if there are certain pin codes where high risk is there, right? So you can put tags on these orders, and then for those particular orders or customers, this won't show up, right? For rest of them, it will show up. So you can filter basis that. But right now it's not like completely pin code based, but that's a good feedback. Like we can like work on towards it. But you can definitely customize what you want and what you don't want. Right? For example, if you don't want cancellation and you just want address editing, you can just have address editing, right? If you just want discounts, not item
So
changes, yeah.
So the time frame of like कि मतलब हम वो भी चीज कस्टमाइज कर सकते हैं कि like customer placed an order and for a 10 minutes के लिए उसको वो window pop-up दिखे for a review
Correct.
immediate.
करेक्ट वो completely 10 minutes भी हो सकता है, 1 day भी हो सकता है, until fulfilled भी हो सकता है, right? Or it can be particular time, like for example 8 a.m. every day your picking and packing starts, right? So till 7:30 you can have an editing, and after 7:30 it closes for all the customers that placed an order previous day. Right? So everything is customizable.
Okay. Thank you.
Next would be Prajwal.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Prajwal from Bangalore. I'm the founder of Jumki. So my question, I think, is related to RTO. My customers are mostly mothers and senior citizen women above 50 years. So the main, I think, the pain point today about RTOs, right, is everyone is asking guaranteed delivery. Like I'm waiting from morning, a delivery to happen till evening 6 o'clock. There is no trace, right? I think none of the couriers are, I don't know whether they provide guaranteed delivery, slot-based delivery. I think Amazon did a very good job, showing delivery between 4 to 6 p.m., like a slots, right? So I think what my customers are actually saying is, right, why don't you provide a scheduled or delivery at a certain slot, like between 4 to 6, because that's the time when I'm free, I'll be at home, right? So is there something, an option where they can select like a slot, like a delivery slot, like between 4 to 6 p.m. or a particular day, like they're available, or we can integrate their calendar, like how we send a calendar request, right? Like book my slot, something like that. I think the whole e-commerce, I've been in e-commerce from last 10, 15 years, right? Seeing ShipRocket grow, Razorpay, right? I think we have still talking about RTOs, we are in the AI Yuga right now. We are all talking about AI and whatnot. So I don't know why still RTOs is such a big problem to solve. So my question is simple, like how can a checkout solution as well as a solution from the logistics integrate and marry so that we have a guaranteed delivery and there's no surprise that it is coming at a different hour or a different day.
Got it. Why do you want to take it?
Yeah, Prajal, that's honestly a great question and a genuine demand, right? But sadly, no courier partner does offer slot-based deliveries, right? So, like building the tech is not difficult, but the logistics backend has not been built where like 2 hour windows are given option is there, right? So we did try working with a few courier partners, but we didn't, like maybe there was not enough demand for this as well from D2C side, or they just didn't see any value in doing this. So sadly, that is not possible as of now.
But I think, just to like some insight around this, what Prajwal highlighted, right? I think same day delivery is becoming an expectation, at least in tier one. Let's say if your audience is somebody, is a tier one kind of a female mother, right? So in that scenario, what we have noticed is that we can enable, let's say, at least like in the terms of shipping, right, on checkout, when the person is placing an order, we can display, okay, this will be delivered by today 9 p.m., where it's a broader window, maybe not a very defined time slot, right? And that is basically powered by then you kind of enabling hyper local delivery within that particular set of pin codes. And how brands are doing it, I can give an example, is basically, let's say brands who have a warehouse in Mumbai, right? And they have, let's say, one mother warehouse, and they have created some small hyper local warehouses similar to a quick commerce ecosystem across Mumbai. And then they know, okay, from these pin codes, if I get an order, I can deliver it in a single day, right? So that is something which you can still start powering with your checkout and ClickPost, right? where you kind of are able to select certain area where you're going heavy with ads, maybe that is your kind of target audience. First problem to solve there is how do you facilitate that hyper local delivery? How do you facilitate that faster delivery there, so that you can commit same day delivery or next day delivery also, right? Let's say tomorrow 9 p.m., right? So that is one part of the problem. And second would be that obviously time selection, and as Mohit rightly mentioned, right, slot booking is a problem when it comes to
I think there are
ops or
some couriers, Mohit. I think I know Blue Dart provides TDD, time-based delivery, and DTDC also provides. It's a paid service. No, they have a guaranteed delivery at a time slot also, like time-based. Well, exactly 12 p.m. delivery is also there. I don't know if most of the brands know this, but yeah, it's there. It's a paid service. It's a additional service that you have to sign up with them.
Got it. So we can, if you sign up for this service, we can build it for you. Honestly, on the thank you page that we showed right now, we can have a pick a delivery time option over there, where they can just select that slot and we can pass it on to Blue Dart.
And why, I'm just asking, it's an open question now to everyone. So why isn't there an app for a customer? Like she should be able to see all the couriers that are coming her way, right? Scheduled dates, like a timeline. Now, when is it coming? It should be so simple, like an app on the phone, right? All the couriers from different brands coming with the phone number of the couriers or whoever is coming, slots, estimated time. Just a simple button, no, reschedule, cancel, whatever it is. And no, a wallet inside there only. If she does something, pay for that. No, like she wants a delivery at some time. Why don't we have a consensus or form an association? Like, I think we are all exceptional founders doing great things today, right? Sitting at different places. No, it's just an open discussion like this. We need to talk. I think figure out where the problem is. No, every time we are blaming the courier company or the software, or we are maybe the customer, or something is like that. I think this is mostly a tech problem, and I would say gaps with respect to the solution that is missing, the app that is missing.
Great point, Prajwal. I think, yeah, there are obviously partners like us, like ClickPost or Shopflo, because we work with multiple brands. That is one direction we always think of. Can we become those aggregators of, a customer first interface? I think obviously there are, the only challenge there, which has been there, I think historically, is that every entity in terms of, the shipping partner is different, right? Let's say there is Blue Dart, Delivery, ClickPost, ShipRocket, and whatnot. Everybody's having their own ops, their own kind of operations running on ground. Now, integrating with all of these partners, where there is, let's say, every month there is a new partner coming up, that becomes, I think, one challenge for a kind of ecosystem to work. But I think fair insight that probably, sometime soon somebody's going to solve that problem.
Yeah,
where,
Shopify has an app called Shop right now.
Pay. Yeah,
I think they are
correct,
moving
yeah.
in that direction to integrate, for single sign-in for all the stores, Shopify stores.
Correct.
Right.
There is option to edit the orders also there. I was just checking. It's a very major release Shopify has taken.
Correct. Totally. So in US, Shop has a very good adoption rate also, right?
Yeah.
But they have not focused on India market. So Shopify ideally is the best player to solve this, because
yeah, actually it empowers the customers to take actions, because they do not have to run.
Just as a 3-member team in India, so they will not even think about Indian market.
But Indian market is growing. So I think now they will start soon, should at least. Let's see.
Okay, guys, sorry to cut you short now. Siddhant, are there any questions in the chat that you would like to take, or should we close and we can answer them?
I think I'll just quickly touch upon one question asked by Apoorv, right? So what steps can we take to reduce cancellations after OTP verification? So basically, again, as Apoorv, Mohit mentioned, order rating is one solution. I think OTP verification, even after OTP verification, if there is a cancellation, then there comes an intelligence piece. Like, can you also have a third-party intelligence coming from, let's say, a player like Shopflo, where we're able to tell, hey, this is a high-risk customer. So even if it is OTP verified, you can put more checks, maybe ask for more address verification and whatnot before you start shipping the order out, right? So that is one thing. And one very interesting question he has asked is, however, the delivery rate in men's segment is quite low as compared to female segment. So I think there, the insight which Shopflo has in terms of the purchase data also is that obviously RTO is more in the customer segment where it's order placed by a male customer. Female customers are more prone to ads-driven shopping as of now in India, right? And that's why a lot of categories you will see, be it BPC or apparel, whichever are female-driven categories where the primary audience is a female. We have seen lesser RTOs. Primarily, it's because of the nature of shopping and intent also. So I think it's an intent difference when it comes to the gender-based RTO.
Interesting. I honestly, I would have thought that it's higher in for females because it's more impulse driven. But that's an interesting insight.
Yeah. So Mohit, like we also seen that because like when we were driving a sale for just for men's product, we have seen our RTO numbers went up. So there were multiple reasons, but yeah, the main reason was it was related to a male product. Then we saw that most of the males were working, and like as in the previous conversation, we saw that some people require the product at this particular time and all. Most of them were not available. They were at the office, and the address which was provided was of their home, so they could collect that. So this was the reason. So for males, it's like if they do multiple analysis. It's like if they get a better price somewhere, they will go for it. So till the product reaches the customer, a male customer, they are continuously researching or checking whether I can get a better deal or not. So
interesting.
Just to avoid that, it's like we have to deliver it at speed at of a quick form.
Makes sense. I learned this today. Today I learned this. Very interesting.
I think also in general, females like shopping more than as compared to males. Right? So for most of the boys, shopping is the nightmare a lot of times, at least offline shopping. And that's where I think there's a correlation of the intent also. Like the female segment always likes shopping.
Maybe this is a question to all the females out there in the group. Drop a yes if you agree. Okay, I will take this last question. Also, is there any solution to increase delivery percentage?
I think, yeah, so Mohit can highlight there more, but according to me, accuracy of the address is one part, right? And the availability. Accuracy and availability, these two are the only axis which you can optimize to increase your delivery rate. Accuracy, we showed you how to increase accuracy. You can just allow the customer to pinpoint or edit the order after it's being placed. The availability of the customer is something which can be solved. I think ClickPost has some solutions of verification. And as Sharad also mentioned, Parth as an agent, right? So I think both of these things can actually improve the delivery rate. It's obviously an experiment which you need to iterate over time, and then you kind of reach that accuracy. So yeah.
And faster delivery. I think that's like personally, I get very impressed if a D2C brand ships in the same or the next day. I become a loyal customer at least. Like after a week, I forget what I ordered. Cool. I
Prince
think
of India, we are handling pure prepaid shipments. Scenario happening is like call being placed by morning, but same is getting delivered in business hours. These cases are impacting my RTO percentage. How we can guarantee that these deliveries will happen in office hours?
I think what someone mentioned that scheduling those deliveries, if your courier partner allows scheduling of those deliveries, right? So you can maybe have a word with them that they only deliver it in particular slots. I think that can definitely help. Siddhant, if you have anything to add here.
Yeah, I think this can be a restriction you put on the logistics partner where, let's say, if you're using any of the delivery partners, you can just kind of configure probably that this should be the delivery time ideally, and maybe they can then optimize the actual last mile delivery according to that. Cool. I think Devi, we can close.
Yes. Thank you everyone for joining the session. We'll be sending out a feedback form as well as the recording of everything that was discussed here. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll be conducting many such more webinars, and we will definitely be keeping you updated about this. If you guys all on the call like the webinar, please give a thumbs up.
Do share any feedback otherwise also.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye
Thank you.
bye everyone. Bye bye. Have a good
Thank you
day.
so much, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Thank you all.